lion's share. It's the lion's share. It's the lion's share. It's the lion's share.
Welcome back. Welcome into the Lion's Share walkthrough. Wednesday for Week 5 is here. The Detroit Lions are heading off to Cincinnati to finish off 3 of 3 against the AFC North, trying to get another notch in that belt with the Cincinnati Bengals coming in. We're going to discuss that matchup, and we'll talk about the NFL as we now have officially, sadly, reached the bye weeks in the NFL. That's right. Week 5 means byes in the NFL. We'll have bye week for all these teams all the way until, I believe, week 15. So here you go, boys and girls. Welcome back, shareholders. As always, you can watch us on Spotify video if you click the video button, or you can watch us on YouTube and see Andrew's beautiful face. Like, comment, rate 5 stars. You can find us on TikTok and Instagram as well. Boys, good to be back, all 3 of us. It's been a long time since it's been all 3 of us, although we were all together to watch the Browns together. I got to admit, it's a little sad that this weekend on Sunday, we're not all going to be together to watch this one against the Bengals.
It's great to be back with you boys. Yeah, Sunday was great. Got to watch the game, take it in together, listen to your guys' thoughts afterwards, and talk about how we were expecting a receiver to have a big game, but it didn't come to fruition, which is always good. But yeah, it's good to be back on the airwaves with you. And nobody picks better appetizers than we do. I'm ready to put that on the record.
Yeah, cheese, and cheese was what was on the menu for us. And I'm not going to tell you I ate all those breadsticks after I got home, but well, you can think that. But I didn't. I didn't do that.
That was my next question. There were some contentious talks on that table about making us smuggle those into the luggage to try to take home and have a little Napoleon Dynamite situation where we, instead of pulling out tater tots, we pull out breadsticks or cheese sticks. I'm not sure which variety they were, but they were good, is what they were. And that dip that you got, Mitch, was incredible.
Well, judging
Shout
by
out,
your
shout out to you cellos.
well, judging
I didn't
by,
know if we were naming the restaurant. I didn't want people,
No free ads. You can send us a check later.
Absolutely. Andrew?
picture projectors.
Yeah, the projectors could have been better. If we had to give the food a rating out of 5, what would you guys give it?
Out of 5, that's kind of a crazy move. Is that what you said?
Okay, out of 10?
5.
Projector 0.
I'd say apps were an 8. Main course, probably like a 5.
Standard?
10.
Always a 10.
If you're messing up beer, you got a problem at a restaurant. You're probably not going to last very long. Well, we got a little news this week, boys. We knew that DJ Reed was hurt. We weren't sure if he was going to IR. Last time we recorded, today he officially goes to IR, but that's not super concerning. I don't think that comes as a big surprise. And this week, Andrew, we talked about it. We thought Brad might go shopping. Well, he did. He went and got Trey Flowers, who, not the Trey Flowers that the Lions used to have. Fun fact. This guy plays cornerback, so they signed him to the practice squad. Any thoughts on this guy, Trey Flowers, coming over from Seattle?
Well, first and foremost, glad you threw out the distinction because I did see it on the old socials and thought, he's still in the league and he's on our team again? That doesn't make any sense. But yeah, different human being. Makes total sense.
Yeah, I don't know a ton about him. They obviously needed some depth. It was good to see Amit get out there a little bit more, even though we know that's not because of TA's play. We know that's not why. But good to see him out there. Seems like TA's back at practice, I think I read already. So I feel like he just keeps faking injuries after he gets torched. Is that what's going on?
I was a little confused because Sunday after the game, it sounded like he was at least down for this Bengals game, and now here he is at practice on a Wednesday.
That's a guy who's fighting to get back on the field.
Yeah,
I think he's
for
feeling
sure.
feeling a little fire under the old ASS.
He should.
I know, Tommy, bleep that. That's inappropriate, especially in the first 5 minutes of this program. You know who else was back at practice? I think you guys already know.
Uh,
Early
Somebody we've
morning
been,
AM?
huh?
Elaine McNeil. AM.
Big
Big Morning.
Ah,
What his new nickname is for me. He's Big Morning.
not Return of the Mac.
That is pretty good. That's
I can't take credit for that though, because that's what the Lions were playing at practice on repeat, I guess, because of this,
That's awesome.
isn't it? I mean, we've been thinking about this, dreaming about this scenario, about how strong this defensive line is, and it's like, Mitch, I think you were one of the first to bring it up. Is man, when they get a lean back, Tyleek's done so well. DJ Reader's already in there. Roy Lopez also playing meaningful snaps, and then you throw a Aleem into this mix, a team that already is so strong against the run. Oh boy, what are any teams gonna do?
What do you do? I just like just a constant rotation of guys. It's crazy.
So excited for what it does for the outside guys too, as well. But don't expect him on the playing field this week, shareholders. He's just now starting his 21-day window. I thought maybe they'd wait till after the bye, which was in, I think, 3 or 4 weeks. But it sounds like he's going to be back before the bye, and perhaps as early as the Bucs game. I don't think it'll be this week. Well, I know it won't be this week, and I don't think it'll be against the Chiefs in week 6. So maybe week 7 before the bye, which would be the Bucs game on Monday Night Football. Back-to-back prime time games after this one on Fox this weekend. Fun fact for you looking ahead.
That brings up a question for me. DJ Reed to the IR. He's down for minimum 4 weeks to the IR. Does that include bye week, or is it only games? I'm assuming it includes the bye week. It's still a week.
I think it includes bye week. I think it's 4. I thought it was 4 like NFL calendar weeks.
Okay, that's what I assumed, but just want to make sure.
You know, you asked
I'm
the
not
important
positive.
questions here, and I'm with Mitch. I would lean towards it being, what are the NFL rules? Players must miss a minimum of 4 games before they can be activated.
Oh, sad. Don't put that on TikTok. We'll get roasted.
But we'll get a lot of views for it. So what, no such thing.
Fine.
This is what Reddit has to say. Bye
They're
weeks
right.
are not included. Not included. I would have thought they would, but I guess that would be a way to kind of game the system. Although, yeah, that's kind of weird. So anyway,
That's kind of why I thought they sent him to IR is, hey, you're going to be down a couple. You might as well take the 3 and the bye and come back after the bye. So I was hoping we were getting him right after that, but looks like it's going to be 1 more week after that.
right. So you Bengals this week, Chiefs the following, Bucks bye week, and then I believe it's the Vikings week 9 out of the bye. So that's tough. We'd love to have him back for the Vikings game. That would be a big one off of a bye, I would think. But regardless, without DJ Reed, we digress. We've got Trey Flowers to the practice squad to add some depth if TA is not available. But obviously TA and Amik would be the ones, and they've got Maddox as well, and Khalil Dorsey, and I believe one other new member to this team as well. But anyway, those will be your guys, and that's that. So now let's shift to Lions Bengals this week, boys. We touched on it off air, but I kind of felt like the Browns game could have been a trap game. Probably more retrospectively think it was a trap game. Is it possible for them to have back-to-back trap games here?
I disagree. I don't think the Browns was a trap game because the Browns played the Ravens really tough. They just beat the Packers. I think everyone kind of knows their defense is at a different level. So I don't know that was a trap game. I would much more say this one's a trap game. You're coming off 3 straight, feeling good, putting up good performances. Probably pretty easy to overlook the Bengals after their last couple of performances, and with Burrow out, and kind of feels like there's some drama with Jamar Chase now, and just the direction the team is heading. That said, I think a trap game at worst is going to turn into like a trap quarter, and then the talent on the Lions roster will just overwhelm the Bengals. And I think Dan Campbell is just far and away a better coach than Zach Taylor.
I think you're right, but I mean, I expect Jamar Chase and Browning to be hungry. I mean, they had a bad week. They're NFL teams too. They're going to come out really hungry. Brown wants to get some more catches and yards and touchdowns on the board, but you also have to look out on the other side of the field. You got T. Higgins as well, with at least one corner down, and TA penalties might be high. And it feels like they're going to just air this ball out all game and hope for the best is kind of what it feels like to me. So front line's got to get a push, or else that mousetrap could be left open.
What do you guys think the odds are? And I can look this up, but like if you guys had to guess, what do you think the odds are that Kirby Joseph gets a interception this weekend?
Zoop.
Yeah, odds are high for KJ.
Yeah, I think they get at least 2 turnovers in this one, and mostly in the INT category rather than fumble. But if we're talking odds,
I don't know.
I don't know.
The strip sack. And with that front line, I feel like we might have a loose ball Browning.
Loose ball Browning. That kind of sounds good
LBB.
together. LBB. Not to be confused with LBD.
What's that?
Little black dress. You guys didn't know that?
I don't know what that is.
I think Andrew and I talked about this once, but it does stand for little black dress. Anyway, I don't know the odds. I'm not a gambler myself.
Because it's not legal?
Correct. Yeah, I wouldn't know anything about it. Do you have the odds in front of you?
No, I'm trying to look up specific players, so come back to me.
Like prop bets? I think it's pretty high. What does he have on the year, does Kirby? 2 or 3?
Kirby's at 2, right?
Believe so. I believe
I'm
one
not
every
seeing
other
it.
game.
There's not a lot of like good props loaded up into DraftKings yet. DraftKings, could you get on this a little bit?
So
Passing props.
So 4 games in, he's had one every other game. He had one against the Browns. So I don't know. We've spent a lot of time on this. But the Bengals have failed to score the last 2 weeks they've combined for 13 points, I think. Something like that in the last 2 weeks against the Vikings they were, and then against the Broncos. Yeah, they had 3 points against the Broncos, 10 points against Minnesota since Burrow's been down. And everybody pointing at Browning, Zach Taylor saying he's the guy. They're not going to go shopping. It's Browning. So it's going to be Browning.
Go shopping for what? Go shopping for what? Like,
I agree.
Joe Burrow is the team. The only reason the Bengals are relevant is because Joe Burrow is so good. Like, I don't know if Zach Taylor has to get fired, but I think it might be time to fire Zach Taylor at the end of the season and spend your first 2 draft picks on offensive linemen and possibly some trade capital, because their offensive line is just atrocious. And if you're Joe Burrow, why would you even go back if they're not going to invest in the offensive line?
Agreed. So which makes me wonder if it's even Zach Taylor that's the problem here and not just the front office.
Yeah, but if you were Zach Taylor,
both,
you would run plays where the ball's coming out of his hand quicker. Every single passing play is hey, I'm going to go out of shotgun. I'm going to stand back here for 8 seconds, and hopefully Jamar Chase gets open and I throw it down there. I mean, have some quicker run.
But you can't do that either, because you spent all your money. What is it like? I don't know what it is, but X amount of their payroll is on 3 guys. It's crazy.
That's where the problem is.
4, really. If you throw in T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Joe Burrow, and Trey Hendrickson.
I guess it's in the water in Ohio.
Dirty, dirty river.
Ugh.
Yeah, between Myles Garrett and all those guys, I'm
Sean?
sure that... Well, Sean, oh man, yeah, throw him out in there too. Highest paid guys in the state. All the tax revenue coming from those 6 guys. pretty much.
It's kind of crazy to think about.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the Bengals have a negative 58 point differential. That is second lowest in the league. And the Lions come in with a 49 plus 49, which puts them in first place. So you're talking about almost the biggest on each end of those on that stat.
We're going to take bets? Does that cross the triple digits this week?
Oof.
Is it
I'm
that
gonna
bad?
say no.
Is it that bad?
I don't think
They
so.
do nothing.
According to your prediction, not even remotely close.
Hey, no
either
spoilers
side
here,
of that.
pal.
I'm glad that you said that, Mitch, about the first half could be trappy. I'm right there with you. You know what this reminds me of from last season is the Titans game, where they were obviously the better team. That one even was at home, and the name of the quarterback who was of the Titans at that time, was it Mason Rudolph? I think maybe.
Yeah.
I remember him scampering in, juking Trevor Nowaski out of his cleats. And I think we had a 14-14 game in the first or second quarter of that game. And it was like offense was doing pretty well, but the defense was not. And I think this is similar. I think we could have a tie game in the first quarter, second quarter, or at least a close game in the first half. And then I think you're right, Mitch. I think that's when the offense says, all right, we know who we are. And they still put up 40.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Should we just get right into predictions? I feel like you're teasing us a little bit here.
I am teasing us. How about we go one more stat here? Do you guys think they've gone 3 weeks without a sack? Giving up a sack has this Lions offensive line. Can they make it 4 this week?
I think if you can do it against the Browns, there's no reason you can't do it against the Bengals. If you can stop that Browns team from getting a sack with Myles Garrett and Mason Graham, and the other names are escaping me, but I think you can do it against Trey Hendrickson.
I would agree. If that front line plays like they did against Green Bay, then yeah, they're absolutely giving up a sack. But if they played like they have the last few weeks, Tate Ratledge and Christian Mahogany have looked very impressive around Glasgow. And in Decker, he was going against Myles Garrett, like you said. And it's not like he was doing a ton. He was just forcing him outside. Don't let him inside across your face. Keep him outside of you. And JG does a really good job of getting the ball out quick. So I think you're right. I think they've got a really good chance to do it.
Hard to believe that this is even the same team that we saw in week 1, because it just doesn't seem like it. And they've moved so quickly in the right direction there, especially the offensive line. I don't know if you've seen some of the stats that I sent you, Andrew, about the EPA and other areas. Offensive line really isn't shining in many areas other than the run game, but improving in all those areas, and the defense really is too. So yeah, let's go to the predictions, which I'm glad we have an editor in this here in this here chat, because boy, was I gonna make myself look silly.
Never. You were never gonna. Andrew, you should kick us off.
I was letting him do it. I really wanted to not feel like the idiot on this show for once. Shame on you, Mitchell, for the correction before he could.
Well, he writes
get that
stuff
out.
down, and you kind of just go off the cuff more often than not. So,
Fair
I think
enough.
if you wrote your thoughts down more, I would love to stop you from being yourself.
Boy, oh boy, you don't want to see these thoughts on paper. Trust me, pal. I'm going to go back to the well, though, on this one. Let's just say 24-17 again. You know, we got ourselves a little bit of a battle. It's close. I think it come off firing in the first half, first quarter, that is. And let's just say that defense doesn't get a first possession stop again for the 5th week in a row. They're going to give up a touchdown, and then they're going to really just, what do we say, Ben? Twist the cleat in the second half and put these guys away.
Step on the throat and twist.
Step on the
I don't know
throat.
that score really says that they're stepping on the throat, though.
Well, you didn't know what the first quarter score was. It was 7-7. Then look what happened.
Then it stayed a
Wow.
close game.
Shh. Jake Bates kicked a couple field goals, man.
Well,
no, just one actually.
yeah.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Okay. All right, Ben, go ahead.
Go ahead, he says. I shall. I
You could
shall.
kick 8.
Huh? I could kick 8. Yeah, 8 field goals would be. If Dan Campbell ever had more than 3, I think we'd have.
You said it starts 7-7.
No, I took that back. You didn't hear me say that.
Oh, sorry. Mute monster.
Mute monster when you needed him most didn't come through. All right. Well, I don't like that everyone's saying this is a no-doubter. It kind of reminds me of the Bills Saints from last week, which the Bills did take, but I think it kind of has that same vibe to it. I think it's a close game for the first quarter, and it ends up getting a wider margin by the second half. And the Lions, it's going to be one of those games, I think, Mitch, you're going to be complaining about the offense once again, probably in your halftime capsule, and then you're going to go, but it's hard to complain when they have 27 points on the board or whatever they have at halftime. And they're going to still end up with 40+, which is kind of par for the course with this team. I think they end up 42-20 over the Bengals, and I think IT finds the end zone for the second time this season. By the way, in the notes, I said the first time I had it wiped the Packers game from my notes, or from my mind, in fairness.
All right.
That was weeks ago.
Andrew wants me to say tarp game really, really badly instead of trap game. We've already talked about the trap game. I've got 35-10 Lions. It wouldn't shock me at all if Jamar or T. Higgins did get loose for one, but I think everyone kind of settles in. We might fall into a bend don't break type of defense. It feels like Hutch every single week is just getting better and better. So I'm kind of expecting at least a sack, if not 2 sacks from Hutch here against this offensive line. I think we're going to get some interior pressure as well. Maybe some Ty Leak appearances in the pass rush. And again, this roster is just too talented for the Bengals roster. And similar to the Bills Saints game, Ben used to they kind of let the Saints hang around for a little bit. And then in the fourth quarter, the Bills just kind of took over and pulled away. So, I don't really see that happening. I think the Bengals are just so far outmanned, and all of the Bengals, the only strength versus weakness is wide receivers versus cornerbacks. Obviously, I just think that Shep's gonna dial it up here. I think he's gonna make Browning uncomfortable really quick, and he's just gonna have happy feet, not look natural, but not look comfortable back there. And again, their offensive line just isn't gonna be able to hold up against the interior pressure, Muhammad and Hutch. I think it's going to be a good game for those guys on the D-line.
What was the spread in this game again?
10.5 Lions, over under 49.5 points.
I don't know, Mitchell. It looks like you've definitely got a tarp game listed. That's a classic cover.
I've got the Lions covering. I do have the under here, though.
Maybe he means tarps off?
I don't
Tarps
think he
off?
knows what he means.
No, I think he was trying to hit. I was thinking he was trying to hit you with your own game there, Mitch. And you were too good for him. I don't know if that's going to come through or not.
Is that copy?
It was a tarp.
Is that our new sound effect?
What was
No.
that?
I do have a sound effect sent in by a listener that I do need you all to review. We got new music.
Are you going to play it for us?
Oh, no, I'm going to send it to you.
Oh, okay. That's pretty convenient for the shareholders listening.
Ben, you've got on here. We covered the spread, the over/under. And the ridiculous weather continues, mid-80, light wind. So we're playing like a kickoff weekend game here. It's nuts. I do want to say we should be on cramp alert. I don't know if you guys saw, but Leaf on his punt return said he was starting to cramping up through the whole thing. So, let's stay hydrated, boys. You get unlimited Gatorade. You can drink as much as you want. Hit the pickle juice if you need to. Can't be cramping up out there.
Absolutely. Great call.
Great call. Did you also see what Scotty said to him right after he said that?
No.
He said, "Oh, you must have saw the end zone. Cramps got to wait."
Nice.
Scotty Montgomery, folks. Yeah, with a 4:25 kickoff. Hopefully by the end of that game, we'll be cooling down a little bit past the hottest part of the day. But yeah, just absolutely not football weather. I'm a little disappointed in this outdoor weather game not being football weather, and I'm sure you are too, Mitch. It's not chilly weather for you.
It ain't right.
It's coming. It's coming, brother. Maybe by Halloween. You guys want to make any pre-predictions? Mitch, you brought this up a couple weeks ago, and I liked it. I liked it a lot. It had me feeling niceys. You want to pre-predict who our BAM's player of the week is going to be?
Ooh, man, I just think this game sets up for Hutch. I think I may have said that already, but I think this game just sets up for Hutch to have a really big game.
I'm going to throw some confidence out into the world and say TA is going to take a big step forward this game. No penalties, TA, 3 PBUs, and an INT.
Ooh, write that down, Tommy.
Hey, fine with me. Turn a corner, brother.
And if he doesn't play, he can at least get one of 3 of those with no penalties.
Hopefully. And hopefully he's listening. We got to boost those tires up, baby.
He just got baptized this week. You see that?
That was before the game, I thought.
Oh, was it before the Brown game? Oof.
Yeah, and then he got baptized again on Sunday.
Hey-oh.
All glory to God.
Ben, who you got?
For what? Oh, for BAM's player of the week. Pre-BAM's. I forgot where we were. I'm going to go offense. You guys both went defense. I'm going to go offense. I think I like Gibbs to go off for at least 1 on the ground and 1 through the air. I think he goes for 2, if not 3 combined, all purpose.
Bullet Hunter 3. Whoa, Ben.
Yeah. Give me 3. Give me a hat trick for Gibbs out of the backfield there. 3 touchdowns.
I like that.
But I think we're gonna have several options. I think we're gonna have several options on offense and on defense.
Are those all on the
You know
ground?
what's crazy?
No,
Jameer
one or 2 in the air.
Jameer Gibbs to score 2 touchdowns is only plus 230. That's insane.
Yeah, I believe it.
You're going to have to place that bet for him.
Yeah, I need a bookie. It's gonna say no bueno for me.
I can be your bookie.
I can be
your bookie, baby. Hey, we just do that at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know if I can keep doing the show. I need to play a sound effect or something. That got me. Oof. I don't know. Anyway, on the call, I thought we were going to have Tom Brady and Burkhardt in this one, but it's not going to be that because they're going to give that to the greater audience, which is, I believe, the Commanders game. Let me just tell you right away here. It will be, the Commanders and the Chargers will be the game of the week in Detroit and Cincinnati. You're going to have to be in the Midwest if you want to watch this one on Fox, unless you got another way to watch it. So it'll be Kevin Kugler, and Daryl Johnston. Goose, right? That's his nickname?
Yes.
Moose and Goose. But it used to be Moose and Goose, but it's not anymore. We lost one of them. Well, all right. Well, that is Bengals, Lions. I can see the appetizers are still rearing their ugly head. Like we mentioned, bye weeks are here. Got a couple teams on the bye. We got less of a lineup. It means red zone's going to be a little less crazy this week. Andrew, I wanted to talk to you about Justin Fields because we were brainstorming when we were watching him. Man, is he
Not for too long,
freaking open
hopefully.
Yeah, it's freaking open space. But man, he's just poor at other elements of the quarterback position.
He's
The most important elements of the quarterback position.
Exactly.
very important parts. Did we? I know you predicted it. Did AG cry though? Did he pull?
He's not there yet. It's too early. Week 4 is too early, but it's coming.
Okay. Oh, it's coming. I thought you were saying it was going to happen after the game if they lost.
No, it's coming though.
And just
I feel for him.
touch back on that game. Did you guys see Mike McDaniel's glasses?
Yeah, that was interesting.
Is he a Coke dealer?
Not
I think
yet.
that's a rhetorical question.
My first thought was, is he selling to somebody on the sideline? What is going on?
I mean, it is
Speaking of
Miami.
which, happy retirement, Tyreek Hill. You had a pretty good career, eventful if nothing else, but right off into the sunset and spend some time with your kids and wives.
Mitchell, did you think he was too excited to not have to play for the Dolphins this year again?
I mean, no one has ever been. I think it's one thing to be like, I'm positive. Literally ear to ear, the dude doesn't have a lower leg, dislocated knee, torn ACL, torn ligaments, and he's just like,
I mean, he's a big gamer. He's got a lot more Fortnite in his future now.
got a lot of kids to pay for.
Yeah, and
Streaming's
that
got
live
money too.
membership's going up.
A lot of alimony.
A lot of that for sure, and maybe some lawyer fees in there as well. But I think he's just excited to game. I mean, by the time he's halfway through his rehab, GTA 6 should be coming out. He still have plenty of
he's
time to
done.
get GTA 6.
Do you guys think he's coming back? I think he's done.
This year? Or
Wow, brother.
Ever.
Okay.
He's
He's
31
calling for
years
retirement.
old. He's
Yeah.
30. He's 31 years old, and he just disintegrated his leg.
Yeah, no, he's done.
Yeah.
He might be a Bengal next year, though.
He's
Yeah,
not.
but
I
scrape
dude.
some
There's no
pennies.
way There's no way he plays next year. If he played next year, it'd be halfway through the season, maybe.
Right.
So you're
Does he
thinking he
return to
comes
the
back
Chiefs?
for his 33-year-old season. He won't be as fast, so then he's just kind of like an average NFL speed small guy.
I don't doubt his recovery, okay?
All right.
I don't think he's going to make a team, though. I'm just saying some
Oh, well,
bad
okay.
team might give him a contract for 1 year to see what he can do.
Just to boost ticket sales.
Yeah.
Back to the Chiefs. Cheated back to the Chiefs.
Like Mike
Speaking
Vick
of-
with the Jets. Jets
Yeah.
had Mike Vick and Percy Harvin.
Oh, Percy Harvin. That's a name that you don't hear. Man, career's gone too short. That's for sure.
Yep.
Speaking of retirement, did the Lions kill Joe Flacco? Is he done, you think?
He's not dead, but it's probably his last year in the NFL.
Nice.
I mean, you got to be in pain, and if you're not going to play, if you're not going to start at that age, what's the point, right?
Yeah.
Dylan Gabriel, you think it's Dylan Gabriel's team for the rest of the year?
I would tell you Shadur's got an opportunity, but I didn't hear what he had to say to the media today.
I don't think anybody did.
He's out here mouthing
said.
things. I don't know what his play is right now.
I think his plan is to start working for the show and give us a new intro for the Pigskin Spin. Oh wait, no, that's you that had to do that because you lost the bet when I had the Panthers over the Falcons.
Let's get into it. This is the only reason I show up to work.
Are you ready, Andrew?
I'm so scared right now. Give me some music, bruh.
I don't have the music.
Jeez, well, at least give me the clicker noise.
I don't know if I can give you that either.
Wait, why?
Mitchell, can you give me the... Buckle up, buckle in, it's time for the pigskin spin!
That was beautiful.
Thank you, Mitchell.
That was
I think we
so
nailed
beautiful.
that.
That was great. I could have given you this. Who could forget that from last year?
It's literally all I was asking for.
My bad.
I
my
can't
bad.
hear anything you're doing.
Well, this is awkward. I think the shareholders will hear it, though. All right. That's kind of cool. Shout out to those watching
Awkward.
on YouTube.
Awkward turtle.
Aren't turtles always? All right,
Hey.
let's...
You're talking
that was-
about Andrew's avatar on Gmail.
He is a turtle. He is. You're right. All right, let's share the screen and bring up the pigskin spin.
Why can't we do that
Alright.
anymore?
Why can't we do what?
No music?
Oh, well, this was just Andrew's week because he lost that bet to the Panthers winning over the Falcons.
Yeah, but you've predicted the most incorrect games. Shouldn't it just be you?
You want to hear me that bad? I'll let you say. I'll save it for next week. I'm going to go first this week on the pigskin spin. Switch it up a little bit.
Because you're bad.
Ooh, this is a good matchup. Broncos heading over to Philly. Oh, I think the Eagles are just too strong still. I really do. I know that they're gonna lose some games. I just don't think it's gonna be this week. I'll take the Eagles.
Follow up.
Is that home or away
Oh yeah.
for the Eagles?
It's home for the Eags.
Okay.
Are
All right.
Sean,
I like
Sean
that.
Payton and Bo Nix going to fight this week?
Well, I think they had a nice little reprieve last week with the Bengals matchup. So
I think if they fight, they win.
yeah, I think it's good. I think it's a good game though. I think it'll be similar to the Bucks Eagles game where we had some moments where it was close, and the Eagles are gonna be too much.
Yeah. Broncos getting 3.5 points, 43.5 over under. Expected to be a defensive battle.
All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go. Oh no, Andrew, go. You raise your hand.
This was for Papa. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. 1-3 Texans, 1-3 Ravens.
Are we getting fire up Cooper Rush season too?
I don't know. You're gonna have to do your homework. How much do you know ball here, brother?
I think Lamar. I think I saw something about Lamar sitting down, but the Texans just suck. So give me the Ravens. They're gonna get right this week.
All right, he's got the Ravens. And last but not least, ooh, Andrew, we were talking about this in the last episode. We were hoping somebody on this podcast would get this one. Last we checked, the Saints were favored by 1.5 here.
The Saints are favored by 1.5.
Still dirty season too.
Wow. Wow, this is a good one.
It is.
I think I go with the Saints here. I feel like this is just one the Saints are going to figure out a way to win. I think Jackson Dart had a really good coming out party. I think that's going to get spoiled here.
Can you give us a score too?
Greedy.
Oh, gosh. Oh, man. I think this is going to be such a not fun game to watch. Saints 23, Giants 17. I don't know.
That was right in my wheel. I was going to say 2018. That was my wheelhouse.
24.
Yeah, it just feels like a gross game. All right. Bonus.
Time for the bonus. Not the Bo Nix, the bonus. Just for you, Mitch. And now, time for the Pigskin Spin. Wildcard edition. We've got some new additions. Shout out to you, Andrew.
I love the end of it. That sounds like getting onto the Wii to play tennis.
Oh, it does. Those were some good years on the Wii.
Those were some good years.
All right, Andrew or Mitch, since you finished us off on the standard edition, you can start us off
Always
on the.
finish you guys off.
Hey-oh. Shout out. Ooh, you got to pick a team with a backup quarterback
To win?
to win. This is a new addition from Tommy.
I think I just did this. Although I guess Spencer Rattler's the starting quarterback. Can I hedge? Just guarantee I get one of my picks right. No, didn't we say we didn't get to pick the same game? Didn't we make that rule?
You made that rule, but I don't care. You do what you want.
Okay, well. Oh man, I gotta go through the rosters here really quick. I think Jaden Daniels is starting again. Oh my lord. Who else do we have?
Take the Vikings.
Cooper Rush season.
Man, can I take the Browns? Let's see. My options are 49ers, Vikings. Do the Browns count?
Yes, Browns count.
Okay.
Commies.
Giants, Ravens. Who's the Ravens backup?
Cooper Rush.
Ooh, it's Cooper Rush.
The Ravers?
That is tantalizing.
And Mariota might still be possibly starting.
I think Jane Daniels is going to play. I
Okay.
just read that like 2 hours ago.
Okay. That's news to me.
Give me the Ravens. Give me the Ravens. I'm feeling feisty.
All right, Andrew, time for your wild card. Ooh, oh, you got you got a good one here. You can pick the highest spread of the week, which is the Lions, but the second highest is either Buffalo over New York or Arizona over Tennessee or Rams over 49ers if you're feeling like a prime timer.
Do I have to pick them to cover the spread? Or just a winner?
It's a winner. This is got a small little portion of this pie, so it's meant to be a bonus if you get it.
Oh, I thought highest spread meant you had to pick the team to cover the spread.
That's what I was
We
asking.
can make
Oh,
that.
you have to pick the highest. Wait, yeah. Explain this to me like I'm 5.
It's pretty simple, I think, but
Yeah, explain it for Mitchell, for everybody.
I think what we need Tommy to do is make this little section a little smaller so it's harder to get.
Who do I think is going to have the biggest spread this week? Who's going to have the biggest blowout? Is that what it's asking me?
Blow out diapers, yes.
Okay. The full-on blowout game. Let's see. Titans, Cards, Commies, Chargers, Chiefs.
If you want to take the Lions over the Bengals, if you think that's going to be the biggest one, you can take it.
No, I think the Chiefs are playing angry football right now, and I think they are going
Ooh.
to dominate the Jags this week.
Oh, don't overlook the Duval, my friend. Don't overlook Duval.
They've overlooked. Liam left it all on the field against the 49ers and Salah there. Chiefs are playing an angry brand of football right now. Travis Kelce, I mean, that guy's going off this week.
All right, my turn. Gotta take an underdog. All right, let me pull up the schedule. It means that I take the 49ers.
You want some help?
No.
You want to take the 49ers?
No, I'm kidding. I will take. Oh man, I want to take the Ravens over the Texans because that seems like a gimme. It's only 1.5 though. Man,
Take the Hawks.
Seattle is favored over the Bucks. So you want me to take the Bucks?
Well, if that's the case, it's the easy answer. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with my. Oh man, I'm gonna go with my heart here and go Giants over the Saints. Because we talked about this, Andrew. We said we would go all in the Giants if one of us got an opportunity to do so. And it gives me an option to fade Mitch here, so it's a smart play.
Fade this, buddy.
All right, Andrew, did you want to hear Bad Bunny? You requested this the last time.
Yeah, give us a little sample. What are we in for?
I think I got to share my screen again. Here you go. This is Yo No Soy Celoso.
We're not going to be able to. How long are you going to play?
Not long, not too long, apparently. Let me get to the chorus. There you go. Thoughts?
You didn't
Is the
play
music in the room with us?
You didn't play anything.
Did it not come through? Well, talk about your all-time blunders. How come the spinning wheel goes through when I share the screen, but not the music?
Oh my gosh. You're so bad at this, Ben.
I can't tell if you guys are messing with me. That's the problem here.
The SHIT department coming back into play.
Life comes at you fast, full circle moments here. Only heard on the Lion Share. Well, what do you say after, it couldn't get any worse from here. Shall we do closing time and get on out?
Closing time.
Let me try to play that one too.
Music, cause he's not very good.
Any thoughts? Are you guys gonna stay undefeated in the pigskin spin?
I'm gonna say, yeah. I don't love having to pick a backup quarterback to win.
That's the fun of it. I don't feel like
Feels like
Andrews. Oh my God!
Whoa, Garfield's here.
The mascot himself. Shout out to those watching on Spotify video and or YouTube. Getting a treat right now. I mean, you're always getting a treat, but especially in this moment. Thanks, shareholders, for being here. Become a shareholder today if you aren't already. What the heck are you doing? Watch us on all those platforms, wherever you are on those, watching or listening, regardless. Click that like button or click follow or subscribe, whatever it says. All those buttons are super helpful for us. And if you want to rate us 5 stars on Apple or Spotify, that'd be great too. You can comment as well on Spotify. A lot of people don't know that. You can do that. And vote on our poll. Who's going to win this week, Lions or Bengals? And we'll be back Sunday following Lions Bengals. Remember, folks, 3:25 or 4:25 Eastern on Fox. Let's go Lions.
Gonna be a lot of cat noises at 4:25. Meow.
Cat clash.